Good morning, everyone. Warriors, dreamers, fighters. Thank you for being here today. I look around this room and I see something incredible. I see strength. I see resilience. I see people who were born for greatness, even if you don't always feel it. I see warriors, and I'm here to tell you something that might just change the way you see yourself. You were built for more. Deep inside you, there's a warrior waiting to be unleashed. A warrior who can conquer anything, achieve anything, become anything. Today, we're going to unlock that warrior within. Let me start by asking you a question. Have you ever felt like you were meant for something bigger? Like there's a fire inside you, a calling, a purpose that's just waiting to break free? Maybe you felt it in those quiet moments when you dream about the life you want, the goals you want to achieve, the person you want to become. But then life happens, the doubts creep in, the setbacks pile up, the world tells you to play it safe, to settle, to accept that this is all there is, and slowly that fire starts to dim. But I'm here to tell you, don't let it go out. That fire is your warrior spirit, and it's proof that you were built for more. You see, every single one of us was born with a warrior inside. It's in your DNA, in your blood, in the very essence of who you are. Think about it. Humanity has survived for thousands of years because of that warrior spirit. Our ancestors fought against impossible odds, against nature, against predators, against disease, against oppression. They didn't give up. They didn't settle. They kept going because they knew they were built for more. And that same strength, that same fire lives in you. But here's the thing about warriors. They don't just appear. They're forged, they're shaped through struggle, through pain, through the moments when you think you can't go on, but you do anyway. The warrior within you isn't waiting for the perfect moment to show up. It's waiting for you to call it forth. It's waiting for you to decide that you're done playing small, done living in fear, done letting the world tell you who you're supposed to be. The warrior within you is ready to fight for the life you deserve, but you have to unlock it. Let me tell you a story about a man who unlocked his warrior within, a man named Nelson Mandela. For 27 years, Mandela was imprisoned, locked away for fighting against the injustice of apartheid in South Africa. 27 years in a tiny cell, with nothing but a thin mat to sleep on, forced to break rocks in a quarry under the blazing sun. Most people would have given up. Most people would have let bitterness consume them. But not Mandela. He refused to let his spirit be broken. He used those years to grow stronger, to sharpen his mind, to deepen his resolve. And when he was finally released, he didn't emerge as a broken man. He emerged as a warrior. He went on to lead his nation, to heal a divided country, to become a symbol of hope for the world. Why? Because he knew he was built for more, because he unlocked the warrior within. Now, you might be thinking, that's an incredible story, but I'm Nelson Mandela. I'm just an ordinary person. Let me stop you right there. You are not ordinary. There is nothing ordinary about you. You are a masterpiece, a one-of-a-kind creation, a force of nature. You have dreams, passions, talents that no one else in the world has in the exact same way. And yes, you have struggles. Maybe you're facing them right now. Maybe you're dealing with financial stress, a broken relationship, a health challenge, or a dream that feels out of reach. But those struggles, they're not here to break you. They're here to build you. They're here to unlock the warrior within. I want you to think about a moment in your life when you felt truly unstoppable. Maybe it was the time you crossed the finish line of a race, even though your legs were screaming for you to stop. Maybe it was the time you stood up for something you believed in, even though everyone else told you to stay quiet. Maybe it was the time you worked late into the night to finish a project, or the time you held your child in your arms after a long, exhausting day and still found the strength to smile. That was your warrior spirit shining through. That was you proving that you were built for more. But here's the hard truth. Most of us don't live in that warrior state all the time. We let fear hold us back. We let doubt dim our light. We let the noise of the world drown out the voice inside us that says, you can do this. I've been there. There was a time in my life when I felt stuck, trapped in a job I hated, overwhelmed by bills, unsure if I'd ever achieve my dreams. I'd look in the mirror and see someone who was tired, someone who was scared, someone who felt like giving up. But one day I made a decision. I decided I was done living that way. I decided I was going to find a fight for the life I wanted. I decided to unlock the warrior within. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Unlocking your warrior takes work, it takes courage, it takes a willingness to face your fears, to step out of your comfort zone, to keep going even when you don't see the results right away. But I promise you, it's worth it. Because when you unlock that warrior, you become unstoppable. You become the kind of person who doesn't just survive, you thrive. You become the kind of person who doesn't just dream, you do. You become the kind of person who doesn't just exist, you live. So how do you unlock the warrior within? It starts with belief. You have to believe that you were built for more. You have to believe that you are stronger than your struggles, bigger than your fears, greater than your doubts. That belief is the key that turns the lock. And once you believe, you have to act. Warriors don't sit on the sidelines. They step into the arena. They take action even when they're scared. They show up even when they don't feel ready. They keep going even when the odds are against them. Let me tell you about a woman I met named Aisha. Aisha was a single mother of two, working 2 jobs just to keep food on the table. She'd been through more hardship than most of us can imagine, losing her husband, struggling with debt, facing discrimination. But Aisha had a dream. She wanted to go back to school and become a nurse so she could give her kids a better life. Everyone told her it was impossible. You're too busy, they said. You're too old, they said. You don't have the money, they said. But Aisha didn't listen. She believed she was built for more. She enrolled in night classes, studied after her kids went to bed, worked harder than she ever had in her life. And 3 years later, she walked across that stage with her nursing degree, her kids cheering in the audience. Aisha unlocked her warrior within, and it changed everything. You have that same power. You have that same strength. Maybe your dream isn't to become a nurse. Maybe it's to start a business, to write a book, to run a marathon, to rebuild your life after a loss. Whatever it is, I'm here to tell you, you can do it. You were built for more. The warrior within you is ready to fight for that dream. All you have to do is let it out. I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine yourself a year from now, standing in the life you've always wanted. Imagine the goals you've achieved, the obstacles you've overcome, the person you've become. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing a warrior, someone who didn't give up, someone who didn't settle, someone who fought for more. That version of you is not a fantasy. That version of you is real. And the only thing standing between you and that person is the choice to unlock your warrior within. So today I'm asking you to make that choice. Choose to believe in yourself. Choose to fight for your dreams. Choose to show up day after day, even when it's hard. Choose to be the warrior you were born to be, because you were built for more. You were built to rise, to shine, to conquer. You were built to a life that lights up the world. The warrior within you is waiting. It's been there all along, through every challenge, every tear, every moment of doubt. It's been whispering to you, you've got this. You're stronger than you think. You were built for more. So listen to that voice. Let it guide you. Let it lead you. Let it remind you of who you really are. You are a warrior. You are unstoppable. You are built for more. Now go out there and prove it. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Fearless Motivation.